play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, Lawrence. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he stopped immediately there. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
First down, Seahawks.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. At the 29-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And Anderson's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hodges. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, here's Penny.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Hey, hold on. Check. 56.
Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Swim.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
Green.
From the 24, Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey. Come on. Mark 56.
To throw is Murray.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
A handoff to Penny. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. and their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Murray now on first down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Play fake, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
120 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Penny.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On the run, it's Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half from Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
11 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Penny. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
Now it's Penny. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run with Penny. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Penny. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
2nd down and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
26-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and
To throw again on second down. Murray steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And some room to run now. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cardinals 14. Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On play action, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
K'Lavon Chaisson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
What we got? What we got? Mike 28. It's our field.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hodges.
Number 14.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
You can't block me.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Here we go. Hey, 0-0-0. 12.
Wilson going to throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Murray. And now here's another interception.
picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always...